Downton Abbey, A New Era is directed by Simon Curtis and stars Michelle Dockery, Maggie Smith, and Jim Carter. The residents of Downton Abbey are back and embark in a new age of high society, including lending their home to a film crew and better understanding the mysterious past of the family matriarch. My knowledge of Downton Abbey is very extensive, mainly due to the fact that I have never seen an episode of the show, and for some reason saw the first film in 2019 in theaters, and I don't know why. Maybe it was because I was working at the theater at the time and the movie was free and it was the only movie out that I hadn't seen and I was bored. I don't know. But for some reason, I saw the first Downton Abbey movie. And honestly, I did kind of like it. I will admit that because I wasn't a fan, I couldn't get 100% into it, but as a newcomer, I understood the relationships well enough, and I actually did find myself kind of enjoying it. I would describe the first film as pleasant, harmless, but nothing that's going to stick in your memory. And, surprise, surprise, that's pretty much exactly how I would describe Downton Abbey: A New Era. Fine, harmless, good, but nothing spectacular. So let's start off by praising this movie with the most obvious praise I can possibly give any ensemble movie based on an ensemble TV show: the characters and the acting, both of which are spectacular in this movie. Not only do some of the actors actually get some really touching moments to shine in this film, but everyone has fantastic chemistry with each other. You truly get the feeling that both the characters and the actors all view each other as a family. And even as a newcomer who hasn't had the many seasons to get to know these characters, they're all charming, witty, and likable enough with their own distinct personalities, so you do get invested in them. And coming from a very personal, biased viewpoint, I actually did like the plot line about them making the film at Downton Abbey. I don't know what it is, just hearing that late 1920s talk and seeing all of this talk of the talkies being the new form of film and just all of this technical talk about making a movie with sound, I actually found really interesting and really endearing. And on top of that, the movie is visually stunning with tons of great sets, some great costume design, and of course, the Downton Abbey theme, which, even as someone who has never seen the show, I will admit just hearing that bit of music, I do kind of like it. There's something pleasant to it that I actually do find myself getting invested in. Enough to say that maybe I would like the show. And then we get into my downsides with the movie. And it all starts with the pacing. The pacing of this movie is all over the place. The first half of this movie is so rushed and so choppy, I thought at least we were going to get done with this movie much sooner than it actually took. In actuality, the last half of this movie dragged and dragged long. This movie was only 2 hours long, and it felt like the runtime of the Batman. Though, to be fair to the Batman, I actually got so invested in that movie that I didn't really feel the runtime. So maybe this is coming from a place of personal standpoint in relation to my faults with the movie, but it is a fault that I had with it nonetheless. I also felt like there were just too many plot points in this one movie. You already got the 2 plot points about the movie being made and them going to Paris already enough. And even then, just from reading the synopsis, I felt that 2 plot points might be a bit too much. There are like 10 in this entire movie. I understand the movie is an ensemble cast sort of thing, so you have to give every single character the time they deserve, but at the same time, it's just so much crammed into 2 hours. Gay relationships, possible sickness, possible deaths in the family, one of the help giving their house away to one of the newlyweds that they know. It's just so much, and what I've just said is like only half of the subplots in this movie. It's full of them. I understand that the show may do that, but to be fair, even in an episode, 40-minute format, I feel like too many plot points is too much. This is too many plot points in a 2-hour movie, and it hurts the end product. In my opinion, it really does hurt it. Though, to be fair, one, the movie's not for me. The target audience for this movie are people who have seen the show, who have loved the show, and loved the first film that came out. I, however, only saw the first film, thought the first film was just okay, and to be fair to this movie, I do also think it's okay. The pacing is all over the place at times, and there are too many plot points crammed into this film, but the acting is so good, the characters are so likable, the visuals are so nice, and the music is so pleasant that I can see hardcore fans of the show really liking it. Hardcore. Now, that is not the word I would use to describe any fan of Downton Abbey. At least I think. I'm going to give Downton Abbey a new era a B. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments down below, what TV show would you like to see made into a movie? For me, just so that it can be proven that it can be done well, I would kill to see hardcore fans of Dragon Ball make a good Dragon Ball movie. I don't care if it's Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, hell, it can be Dragon Ball GT for all I care. I just need someone to prove that it can be done in the right hands. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are the best. And don't forget to click subscribe and click the bell icon down below to stay up to date on all things movie, all things TV, all things nerd.